undergoes many changes, but still you hold that I am. If this is accepted, conceived, and taken into experience, it means that you completely believe in that. This is the only way in which we can talk about this, because this is a psychological fact. Belief is important because only belief makes things. There is no real manifestation by knowledge or ignorance. People ask, all the objects in front of us appear to be real. How is this possible by only a thought? The friend who was a friend to you, the very same person, later he or she sometimes is no more a friend. Here it is the connection that has changed. This is how the previous samskaras, the previous tendencies are disconnected from the self. It is very clear that this agami karma will also die after knowledge comes. These jnanis who experience knowledge does not have any connection with the objects around. The example for that is the leaf of the lotus. The water on the lotus leaf never wets the leaf. Jnanis know that the karmas are performed by themselves. The karmas performed by karma, because the controller of the karma is the supreme consciousness, Ishvara. The doership is not there. If there is no doership, how can people work? How can they live and work? Here, the determination of the mind works. The doership connected to the mind is to make the mind act on the idea or desire. This is like programming an instruction to the mind, as in, sit for an hour in the class. It is the instruction. The connection is already given. For the hour, you focused on the class. Once the class is over, you feel that it is I who was sitting in the class. What is the necessity for bringing the I there? We have understood, when we understand this, we can try to change the doership. Then slowly, with the awareness of doership, you will objectify your own doership. So also, you objectify your mind. For this, there is karma yoga and other sadhanas. This is how agami karmas are destroyed by knowledge. As discussed in Sanchita Karma, it is not real destruction, it is disconnection. In the next part, Swamiji discussed that actions must have reactions. It means that all actions bring some results. Even the realized jnani must experience some results, because even after realization, he has done many karmas. When he does something, the good and bad happens, because all actions, whatever they may be, there is a part that is good or meritworthy, and the other part may have demerits. If that is the case, then how can those karmas be destroyed for the jnani? The jnani cannot destroy these, and so the results will come. Swamiji explained that those who praise jnanis, serve or accept them, respect them, worship them, to those people, the punya and good actions of jnani goes. This is why in India people worship jnanis. The jnani neither gives the punya nor do the devotees receive the punya. It happens automatically. It happens from a higher level. This is because the jnani has no connection with those. When we pray in the temple, the same thing happens. There is no giving. The prayers themselves give the benefit. The same happens with papa. Those who abuse jnanis gives pain. To those people, the bad karmas of jnanis will go. This is how the agami karma of the jnani is distributed. Now, he has no agami karma, no sanchita karma. The sanchita karma is destroyed or disconnected by jnana, and the agami karma is distributed to his enemies and devotees. So it is complete. This is not according to the law of karma. This happens to the jnanis because their self, their atma, is everywhere. It's all pervading. If you have good thoughts, you attract good. And if you think negatively, the negativity is what you will attract. When we think that something is bad, the negativity is created. That object is not the problem. The problem is in the mind. If the mind changes to positivity, then the same object can create positivity. This is how it works. The next part is the concluding part, the result of self-knowledge. Let us now listen to Swamiji. Hari Om.
श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्य कृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ वासुदेवेन्द्रयोगीन्द्रम् नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुम् मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। Om Namo Narayana to everybody. Now we are in the last session of Tattvabodha. So I think we can just do a review what we studied. So this beautiful textbook of Vedanta, we have gone through almost all the basic theories of Vedanta. Since it is a primary textbook of Vedanta, it has only mentioned these theories by points. So after invocation, Acharya explained the fourfold sadhana, what we call sadhana chatushtaya. This is a qualification of a seeker of Vedanta. He or she should be with this fourfold sadhanas. And then the relative existence, what we call satya and mithya, real and unreal. So in Viveka, the discriminative knowledge, one has to understand what is real and what is unreal. When we search for this, what is the reality, what is unreal, what is real, ultimately we reach that Atma, the all-pervading consciousness, is the only reality. Other than that, whatever we see and experience in our life, inside and outside, are all unreal. All the other theories, practices are also unreal when we thoroughly experience, understand the existence of our own self. So whatever experience we had, physically, mentally, these are all different functions of, different manifestations of mithya, different appearance. So it should not be taken as real experiences. When mind changes, all that changes. So we defined mithya and satya. Then the first definition of Atma, we understood what is Atma and how Atma is connected with three bodies. Those are gross body, subtle body, and causal body. Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, and Karna Sharira. Now, these bodies are not really connected to Atma. The connection of these bodies are in one realm of existence. To say that when we are in the state of waking state, the gross body works with its elements. And when we are in dream state, our subtle body works there. And the deep sleep, we can experience causal body without any attributions. No activities are there. So in these three states, what is experience? The experiencer is Atma, not what is experienced. The experience is connected to the objects outside in relation with sense organs, which are correlated to the objects and mind. Therefore, Atma is beyond all these bodies. That is how we learned that. So when we contemplate on Atma, we can directly experience this. Therefore, one can forget all the problems, all the pains and sorrows which happened through these three bodies. Three bodies out of three body, first body as the gross and then the subtle body. Specifically with the gross body and subtle body, not with the causal body, because causal body and Karna Sharira, there is no sorrow or pain or anything experienced. So these are connected to the bodies, not connected to the Atma. This is the right understanding of self. So one has to bring this experience the existence of Atma beyond all these bodies. But unfortunately, we have no practice to contemplate on this theory or this experience. If you contemplate on this experience, that myself is beyond all these bodies, so then that is Atma. So this we have discussed. Along with that, regarding Indriyas, the 10 organs of perception, sense organs, and organs of actions that we have discussed. After that, 5 sheets, again another kind of meditation. 5 sheets, panchakoshas. So Annamaya kosha, which is called Annamaya kosha, the gross body, and then Pranamaya kosha, the air sheaths, and Manomaya kosha, mental sheaths, Vijnanamaya kosha, intellectual sheaths, and Anandamaya kosha, bliss, where we experience bliss. So here what we learned is, this is the 5th one, bliss sheath, is there in all other sheaths, in all other levels of experience. Objects change, the reaction changes, but the bliss is the same. That bliss is the nature of Atma. But here the Anandamaya kosha is not Atma, but behind Anandamaya kosha, Atma is experienced. So Anandamaya kosha is the first cover, first sheath of Atma. So that is the 5 koshas we discussed there. Then the Swarupa Lakshanam of Atma, Satchitananda. This is the Swarupa Lakshanam of Atma, the nature of, essential nature of self. Then the chapter started with creation. We discussed 24 substances, different creations, elements, prana, organs, and all that. After that, the famous Maya. The Maya, what is Maya in Vedanta? This was discussed. Maya is the identical creative power of Ishvara. So when pure consciousness is attributed with creation, or pure consciousness is said to be as a creator, then the agent of that creation is Maya. Here, there should not be any confusion about it. Maya is not something which is different from consciousness, or Maya is totally independent, the independent existence. No, Maya has no independent existence. Maya is identical with Ishvara. It means it's a different manifestation, appearance of consciousness as a creative power. In regard with creation, we attribute creative power. Without creative power, there cannot be any creation. Therefore, the creative power is an agent of Ishvara. This is how it is connected. The pure consciousness plus Maya equal to creator, the greatest creator of all universe. So this we have discussed there. Three aspects of Maya, three gunas. Then after that, in the discussion of creation, the Panchikaranam, grossification theory, how the subtle elements are grossified, that we learned. And then the individual consciousness, which is called personal consciousness, existence. We call it Jivatma. And the universal consciousness. So they are essentially one and the same. Individual consciousness is not totally different from the universal consciousness. Because of body, mind, and all other elements, this consciousness seems to be different, seems to be limited, seems to be with limited powers. Actually, the universal consciousness and the individual consciousness is one and the same. That is the Tattvamasi, the foremost theory of Vedanta. Consciousness is only, consciousness is one and the same. It cannot be separated in any cost, in any level. Therefore, Tattvamasi. So you are not different from that consciousness, that thou art, Tattvamasi. So here the microcosm and macrocosm is the same. That is what we discussed. The microcosm is not different from the macrocosm. Only the attributions, the upadhis are different. The manifestation elements are different. That's all. Then, of course, about Jivan Mukta. Now, who realized this theory, who practiced and realized this theory while living, while in this physical body, like us, that person is called Jivan Mukta, liberated soul, all realized while living. So he is called Jivan Mukta. Now, after that, we discuss the importance of a guru, a physical guru, a necessity for a physical guru to understand all these theories. First, we learn from theories, then we practice. Therefore, guru is necessary, a teacher who can teach you with all this. Then the last part was about karmas, three types of karmas. The Agami karma, Kriyamana karma, and Sanchita karma, Prarabdha karma, all this we discussed. And the Punya and Papa, this karma theory is Actually, if karma theory is used for rebirths and manifestations. Karma theory is connected to creation. This karma theory has nothing to do with knowledge, because karma cannot bring knowledge. Karma theory is connected to body, mind, and its creations. But in one level, we have to understand that, because when we experience something, in fact, we have questions why we experience this, why this, why that, why this. So we have so many questions regarding this. Therefore, even in this Tattvabodha, in this small textbook of Vedanta, Shankaracharya ji has discussed this to give us some insights on on this karma theory. So this, if you understand very well, you can use this to all the karma theories in all other textbooks, all other shastras. So we will get an insight, correct view of this karma theory. So Agami karma, Sanchita karma, and Prarabdha karma. So this we already know. Now the conclusion. If you remember the first part, in the beginning, Shankaracharya said, Tattvaviveka prakaram vakshyamaha. He said, I am going to discuss the knowledge of reality, the discriminative knowledge of reality. This is what he said. So now, in the conclusion, after all these discussions, he is concluding with what he stated in the beginning. That is the conclusion. This is a system of teaching in our shastras. It is called Upakrama and Upasamhara. So the teacher will say, I am going to teach this to you. If you are interested, you can sit and learn. No. First, he will directly say that. So that is the first statement, which we called Upakrama, the beginning. The statement in the beginning. After invocation, the first statement will come that this is going to be taught. This is going to be learned here. After that, after all the discussions, again, in conclusion, when the last part will come, again that will be remembered. You see, I had stated this in the beginning that we are going to learn this. Now we have learned that. Now this is the conclusion. So therefore, the last statement, it says, I chant that, Tathacha Atmavit Samsaram Tirtha Brahmanandam Ihaiva Prapnoti. Tathacha Atmavit. In this way, by this sadhana, Atmavit, the experiencer of self, the knower of self, Tirtva samsaram tirtha, crossing the samsara, crossing this samsara of pain, the sorrow, all the experiences. Now he has no birth and death. Now there is no chance for any action and reaction. He is in bliss. He uses his mind and body to just maintain the continuation of prarabdha karma. The whatever left, the rest of the prarabdha karma will maintain the body. So this is samsaram tirtha. Now when we say this, tirtha means having crossed the samsara. Now how he crossed? How it's possible? Is crossing the samsara after death, or he is crossing the samsara here itself? So this is a special theory of Vedanta. Only Vedanta says that you can be realized in this very birth. You don't have to go to heaven or other places, other realms of other states. Nothing is there. You experience the existence of Atma or the ultimate realization. You can get it in this very birth. So this theory is very special in Vedanta. Ihaiva, it says, Brahmanandam ihaiva prapnoti. The Brahmananda, the supreme bliss, after knowledge, because this bliss is after knowledge. Now we get different types of bliss. When we sleep, also we get bliss, because we say that I was in bliss. And with some objective experiences also you get. If your body is very relaxed, I was in bliss. My body was relaxed. My mind was relaxed. No, sometimes if you are desirous to taste ice cream, ice cream. So after tasting ice cream, the first few spoons, you'll feel, it's like bliss. I'm so much happy with this. So you see, in all other experiences. So when we see our loved ones, our lover, so we feel a kind of bliss, oneness with that. So there are so many kinds of bliss, but this bliss is supreme and endless, ultimate. Therefore it is called Brahmananda. This is endless and limitless. So Brahmanandam ihaiva prapnoti. So in this very birth, he experiences. So we have so many Upanishad statements regarding this. Atra Brahma samasnute. The one another statement says, here itself he experiences Brahma. Atra Brahma samasnute. Now, is this Brahma is different from the self? It says no. Don't confuse that Brahman is different from you. Brahmaiva san Brahma appeti. You are always Brahman. You were Brahman and now you experience this Brahman. So your experience and your core nature, both are the same. So Brahmaiva san, Brahma appeti. The experiencer of Brahman, he was always Brahman. Brahman cannot be separated from the self. So that is there. Now, here we are saying after all the sadhanas, practicing all the sadhanas, the sadhaka gets liberation. No, actually it is not right. It says vimuktasya vimuchyate. The Kathopanishad states vimuktasya vimuchyate. In fact, you are liberated. There was no bondage. You had some misunderstanding, some confusion, some superimposition. So you felt bondage and all the experiences. Actually, vimuktaha, you were always liberated. There is no bondage for space, akasha. You cannot make akasha, space limited. It is always unlimited. There is no limit for that. This akasha is all pervading. So the self was always liberated, because self is the cause of everything. Self is the substratum of everything. So it cannot be bounded. So there is no bound for akasha, space. Like that, self also has no bound. So vimuktasya vimuchyate. So who was liberated, but we say he is liberated. What is the need for that? The liberated one is always liberated. But the realization of liberation was not there. That sadhaka he was feeling is in bondage. Is in this samsara. I am experiencing all this. This was his misunderstanding, confusion. So now the confusion has gone after the discriminative knowledge of Vedanta. Therefore, it is said vimuktascha vimuchyate. So the liberated one, liberated. Now, how can we say that? So this is how it is. So this is how he experiences that. So ihaiva prapnoti, it is said. He realizes here and he become Brahma here itself. It's all said in words. Taradishogamatmavit idishrudehe. Now Acharya ji gives the Shruti and Smriti, the quotes from Vedas. So Shruti is Tarati Shokam Atmavit. This is from Chandogya Upanishad. The knower of self will cross all the sorrow. The knower of self crosses all the sorrow. Tarati Shokam Atmavit. This is the last result of self-knowledge. Atmavit. So you know, if you know yourself, then this would be the result. If you don't have this result, no, how you know yourself or don't know? How can you conclude? The conclusion will be, if you know yourself, then there won't be any pain, any sorrow. You will cross all the sorrows. If you don't know yourself, you identify yourself with the body, mind, prana, intellect, ego, then definitely you will face all the troubles of this body-mind combination. So this is a remark on our experience. So Tarati Shokam Atmavit iti Shrutehe. This is Shruti. Now he gives another word, Smriti, another shloka here. The shloka says, once the sadhaka experiences this Brahman, he can live anywhere in the world. He may die anywhere, in any time. There is nothing special for him, because he already had gone beyond all these boundaries. Therefore, if he leaves his body in Kashi or anywhere else, no difference. He can experience the Brahman anywhere in any states. So this is the last sentence, says, Tanum Tejadu va Kashyam Shvapajasya Grihe Thava Jnana Samprapti Samaye Mukto Sau Vikadashayaha Iti Smridescha. Smriti means code books of Hindu. The Hindu code book is called Smritis. I think you understand codes. Codes means the rules and regulations of a Hindu practitioner. So you can say the how we practice Hinduism. So that is said in these books. So those books are called Smritis. Smriti. Smriti means code books of Hinduism. So in one of that, it is said, this person who experienced Brahman, Tanum Tejadu va Kashyam. Tanu means body. Tejadu means if he is departed, if his body is departed, because in India we say the body is departed. For death we say departing. We have a colloquial usage here that we say the person departed. It means he died. That is what it means. Departed. So how he departed? He departed his gross body. He separated his gross body from subtle body. That is what it means. So therefore it is said Tanum Tejadu. Here it doesn't say he is dying. It is said that Tanum Tejadu. He is giving up his body in Kashi, Kashyamba. So why this name of Kashi? Because in Hinduism, we have a belief that if a person dies in Kashi, the city of Kashi, one of the oldest cities of world, divine cities, or we can say cultural city, a religious place. So Kashi is very famous in our Hinduism. The theory says if one dies in Kashi, then he is liberated. Why? Because the preceding deity of Kashi, Bhagavan Shiva, Vishwanatha. So he gives the initiation of Omkara, Taraka mantra. Omkara, Om. So when the person dies, he comes there and gives the initiation of Omkara, and the person is liberated. This is a belief. So therefore it is quoted here, because people like to leave their bodies in Kashi. They like to die there. One interesting thing is there in Kashi. You might have heard about it, or you can search in the Google, you will find. There is an ashram in Kashi. The ashram for death. It is called the ashram for death. Now, the ashram for meditation and yoga, practice, learning and all. But in Kashi, there is one ashram, one charitable ashram, which name is the ashram for death. That is in the whole world, you don't see such place. Now, what happened is, people want to die in Kashi. So when they are in old age, or they have some serious illness and it cannot be treated, they want to just live or die, then they go to this place. And the rule there is, the children can bring their son or daughter or whoever there. They can bring the person into this ashram and admit in the ashram. But after admission, this person will not go out. Only his body will go out. They cannot take them back. That is the condition signed there. So therefore it is called the ashram for death. And once they admit the person there, the old person there, they will take care the person, they will give all the treatment and everything there, food, treatment, and very well treated. But only condition, you cannot go back. It's once forever. And when the person passes away, this ashram will not inform, even they will not inform the relatives. If they came to know in some way, they can come and do their rites. Otherwise, the ashram will take care of everything. So they have to, keep connection with the ashram to know if what is happening with the person. They can come and meet the person, there is no problem, but they cannot take back. And nobody is informed. There is no information. If somebody dies, they take to the cremation place and they do all the rites there and do all the puja, and then it's gone. That's all. So maybe after that, after the cremation and everything is done, if they came to know the relatives, then they can do their duties there, like that. And hospital and everything, medication is there inside the ashram. They will not take the person to the another hospital. So that is also not there. Once entered, it's entered, but only the dead body goes back. That is the rule there. I went to the ashram. I visited the ashram maybe some years before, a decade before. But it is still there. It is very famous. You can search in the Google and then you will get all the details, the rules and regulations of the ashram. And all are welcome there. There is no other conditions. Whoever wants to go there can go. That's all. So that is because people wants to do that. In their old age, they say, you take me to Kashi and I want to die there, because if I die there, then I am liberated. The God himself initiates the person there, the devotee. So this is why the name of Kashi is mentioned here. So Tanum Tejadu va Kashyam Shwapajasya Grihe Thava. Or if it was not possible in Kashi, then Shwapacha, a dog eater. Dog eater means he is very bad. He is very what you say, the low kind of person. The dog eater, Shwapajasya. Grihe Thava, in his house or in any other place. No difference for this realized person. If he leaves the body in Kashi or in the house of a dog eater, nothing changes. He will get the he will get all the bliss and experience of Brahman. There is no difference. It cannot make any difference. Why? Jnana samprapti samayo mukto so vigadashaya. Because he is liberated at the time of the knowledge itself. Jnana samprapti samaye. When he got the knowledge, that time itself, he is liberated. Now he lives in Himalayas, or he lives in America, or lives in Russia, or he lives in Kerala, or he lives anywhere in the world. There is no difference, because he is liberated. He can live anywhere. He can leave his body anywhere. Jnana samprapti samaye, at the time of knowledge itself, he is liberated. Muktosau, vikadashayaha. He has no karmas. Ashaya means karma and its results. So no sanchita karma. Nothing is there for him. Nothing going to catch him. So vikadashayaha. He is free from, he is away from all the results and reactions of karma and karma phala. Therefore, no worries for him. There is no after duties. He has no after duties. And if his relatives or his friends or whoever, if they are doing something for him, it's okay. It is nothing to do with him because he is related. He is realized. He is released from all the bondages. But if they want to do, his close relatives, they want to do something for him, that is up to them. They can do it. That is for their pleasure they are doing. It's not for this person. He has no connection with those. So there is no after duties. There is no after rituals for him. This is the speciality. So in when we take sannyasa, no, the sannyasa, when one person becomes Swami, so in that ritual, the ceremony of sannyasa, we have so many rituals, so many pujas to release all these karma connections, karma bandhanas. So for one sannyasi, if one person becomes a sannyasi, he has no after kriyas. The relatives of sannyasi has no responsibility of after kriyas. It means he has gone. He is dead for them. There is no connection with the relatives. That is why sannyasa is very special in our culture. So this way we have completed Tattvabodha. Therefore the text says, Idi Tattvabodha Prakaranam Samaptam. Iti Tattvabodha Prakaranam Samaptam. Thus, we have completed, we have accomplished the completion of Tattvabodha Prakaranam. Here it is said Samaptam. The word Samapta means, actually the translation says end. The Tattvabodha ends here. But the Samapta, the word Samapta means accomplished or is completed. So we have accomplished the Tattvabodha here. That is what the Samapta means. Samyak Apti. So Apti means accomplishment. So we have accomplished the Tattvabodha Prakaranam here. The Prakarana, the literature or small literature on Vedanta. So that we have completed. So now you can revise this and practice. That is important. So if you have this book of Tattvabodha with you, read it once more from the beginning. After listening to all these lectures, I think we had 28 lectures, no? This is 28th. Yeah, this is actually we completed in perfect timing. Because 1 month is the time for Tattvabodha in our curriculum. We have a curriculum here in our Brahmavidya Peetham. So that is for 1 month. So we have completed in 1 month. Within 1 month we completed. So you can practice that. And next session, when we meet, we'll have question answer section and all this connected to this. So within 1 month, you can read this and ask questions. Okay, whatever question you want to ask. Now we have 15 minutes to ask questions related to this karma and all these theories. So we'll take up those questions for today. And the next session we will revive, see everything one by one. So you prepare questions like after studying something we have examination. So next session will be extra examination. I will also ask a question to you, and you can also ask a question. Okay. And after that, if everybody gets pass mark, you are then you'll go for the next test book, that is Tattvabodha. So meanwhile, you can purchase or get this test book Tattvabodha. It is published in almost all ashrams. You can get Tattvabodha from Ramakrishna Mission, Chinmaya Mission, or Dayananda Ashram, Vidya Gurukula, or in all other publications. Motilal Banarasi Das, wherever you get all the Indian scriptures publication, you will get this Tattvabodha. This is because it is very famous. So we will take that Tattvabodha, because the Tattvabodha book is all in shlokas. So it was in prose, so that is in poetry. So we'll have more informations and more definitions about Atma and other experiences and theories. There are so much to learn from Tattvabodha. So that we will take up. Now we can ask questions. Hari Om. Who is anchoring the questions, question answer section?
Swamiji, I am here. Swamiji, there is a question on the text box. Om Swamiji, just for clarification, karma is stored in Sukshma Sharira, not in Karana Sharira. Sukshma Sharira by meaning Sukshma Sharira, ego and mind, and not in Karana Sharira. Right? She is asking whether karma is stored in.
You are right. The karma and all the karma phalas, they are in subtle form. Their function is in Sushma Sharira and Sthula Sharira. But the Karana Sharira, the causal body, is called causal body because all the impressions of this is there with ignorance in causal body as well. The manifestation, it means the active form of all this is there in Sukshma Sharira. To understand this, we can just analyze one of our experience. If I have a desire, I want to accomplish that desire. So then how it comes? First, it comes to my mind. I like to have a coffee, have a cup of coffee. This is my desire. So it comes to my mind. This appears to my mind. So when I have the desire for coffee, it's the first experience of that object. Why it is experience? Because I like the coffee, or I dislike the coffee, or I have some connection with that. So desire, when we say desire, so we have liking to it. So we like it. So this is first experience. That liking itself gives us some positive experience. So that desire itself. After the desire, we do some effort to accomplish that desire, to fulfill that desire. This is action. This is called action. So I will go to get coffee. I will find where I can get the coffee. So I will try to do all my best to get that coffee within no time. So this is an effort. This is done by physical body. Now the mind will guide the physical body towards this action where I can get the object which I desire. So this is how the karma works. Now after that, the impression goes back because I experienced the coffee. I liked the coffee. And then I will think that, okay, this kind of coffee, this is very special coffee. If I get it again, it's good. So this impression goes back to our mind. So then that is registered there. The coffee is registered in our mind or in the storage of karma that this coffee is very special. It is very tasty. It is desirable coffee. The next time also, let me try to get the same coffee. So this goes back there. Similarly with the negative experiences, the bad experiences. Something we hurted, we don't want to experience that. But unfortunately, in special circumstances, we experienced that which we do not like to have. So same again goes, the impression goes. So to avoid those experiences. So this is how the karma is created. Therefore, the storage place of karma is mind, intellect, ego combination. But it's there in the causal body also, because the cause of gross body, the cause of subtle body is the causal body. So it is there. Okay. The next question.
Om Swamiji.
Om. Hariyo.
Swamiji, Jivan Mukta, can the Jivan Mukta choose to die at any time they want? I mean, leave the body at any time they want? And if the answer is yes, but what happens to the prarabdha? They have a fixed prarabdha. That is not cancelled, right?
Actually, in the case of Jivan Mukta, there is no choice, or he has no choice, or he is not choosing anything. He will not choose death, and he will not choose life as well, because he is free from both of this. He doesn't want to carry on life, or he doesn't want to die at that time. So he is now beyond all this discrimination, all these choices and desires. So what he does is, he let body live with the prarabdha, Let prarabdha choose what to do. So therefore, he has mind, he has sense organs, he has intellect, everything he has. But he is using them to do whatever the prarabdha gives. The prarabdha is the desire. The prarabdha decides what to do. So he has no connection. He is not taking any decision from his own. Like now, we are not dependent on karmas. We are trying to take decision with our logical mind, our practical mind. We see all our empirical experiences and analyze. So this would be better, this would be better. So we take decisions on our experiences. The previous experiences, we take new decisions. But in the case of Jivan Mukta, is not like that. He is not comparing anything, because for him, he was always liberated. He was not in this body, he was not in this world, he was not experiencing anything. No, he is free from all this. That is what vimuktascha vimuchyate. He was liberated. The liberated one liberates. So there was no actual bondage, because the bondage is because of ignorance. No, ajnanam is the cause of bondage. Now we had discussed this point in last session. I think in last section, that bondage or knowledge doesn't make anything. There is no destruction, no construction by knowledge or bondage, or sorry, ignorance. So whatever is there because of ignorance, it is just superimposed. So just reflection, nothing real. So when you know the reality, then you are liberated. That's all. So that is the reason, because there is no reason why he should think that I should die. There is no reason why he should think that I should live long. Now, why he should think that? Because he has no desire to achieve. There is nothing new for him to achieve. He doesn't want to that. So if the prarabdha brings some experiences, if prarabdha brings some devotees, some disciples, he will do something for them, some teaching or something. That's all. Otherwise, he will live in bliss. That's all. Okay? Hari Om.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question?
Swamiji, there are no questions. No more further questions.
So, thank you everybody for listening to this long lectures. I think for more than 5 months, no, 6 months, 10 months. I don't know how much I work. So anyway, so you are all very patient to listen to this and try to understand what Vedanta says. And I pray for the blessings of our great Acharya, Shankara Bhagavat Pada, to bless all of us to realize the truth in this very birth. So let all the rishis guide us towards this knowledge. Harihi Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. So then the next section, we will have question answer and interactions. Okay? Om Harihi Om.